In this video, I want to show you a web app that we have built and that I think you may find to be very useful. It is called Check Your Master, and it's a tool that makes it easy to compare two different audio files at the same loudness. And it's free to use. It runs locally in your browser, so nothing is uploaded to any server or anything. So what does this do? If you, for example, have a master and a mix, then you can just drag and drop them onto the web page and they will load. So if I hit play now, then we will hear the top file because that's the one that is selected. And then I can select the bottom file and we will hear that one. And as you can hear, there is no shift in loudness when we switch between them. You can also use the keyboard and press S to switch between the two files, or press 1 and 2 in order to select which one you want to hear. You can see those keyboard shortcuts down here. So that's the basic use of this tool. And the loudness will be normalized towards the loudness target that you have set here. And that means that sometimes there is a mix, for example, that is a bit too quiet, and then it won't be able to normalize to the loudness target, because it will only increase the level if there is room for that without clipping. And in this case, it could only be raised 0.6 dB, and that is not enough to reach the loudness target. And in these cases, you will need to set a lower loudness target in order for the loudness normalization to work properly. And when you change the loudness target, you will also get a little warning that basically tells you that you will need to adjust your volume control, because it will now be played back at a different level. So now it can normalize to -16 LUFS instead without any problems. And here you can also disable the loudness normalization completely, and now the files will just be played back exactly as they are. And when the file is loading, it will also analyze the beginning of each file and see if it can auto-align the files. Often when you master a song, there will be some editing at the start of the song and at the end of the song in order to trim silence or noises or whatever it can be in the beginning. So then the mix and the master might be a bit out of sync, and then the app will try to compensate for that by calculating an offset. And that works pretty well most of the time. And another thing you can do with this app is to compare different master versions, for example. Maybe you have done two versions with different amounts of limiting, for example, and you want to hear how they compare to each other when you remove the loudness difference. Then you can just drop the files into this app and have a quick listen. And another thing that can be interesting is if you have a reference track that you want to compare your master to, then you can drop that into here as well. And now it's very easy to compare the sound of the two songs after loudness normalization. And when you are comparing different songs, then you can also disable the playback sync and the auto-align. And when doing that, you can move the cursor in each of the songs freely, so you can listen at different spots in the two songs. So that's it. Checkyourmaster.com is the address. I will put a link to it in the description as well. Give it a try if you want to, and let us know in the comments if you find it useful. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.